cosplay. Let me introduce Elizabeth Henstridge.
Hi, how are you? I feel like we could be rock stars right now.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out and doing a question and answer session with us.
Oh yeah, sure.
You look great. Are you having a great time in Miami?
I have no foot thing.
There.
God. Just
Wait, you
casually
don't have a
loud.
foot thing.
No, I don't. It's
Would you
okay.
like a foot thing? Because I'm actually shorter than you. So
you have a foot thing.
You're okay?
Look at this.
Okay, because I can give you my foot thing.
Oh, babes, we only just met. That's nice.
Thank you.
I like your whole outfit also.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't really mean to go so rocker, but it's really cold inside. I don't know if you've
Working
noticed
for
that
you.
about Florida. It's about 100 degrees outside and 30 inside. So.
No, I'm relieved. I didn't know. I mean, I walked off the plane and I was in an oven. I was kind of nervous, like, you know, just to make sure that AC was available.
All right, what we're going to do, we have a microphone right over here in the corner. We're going to have everyone line up, and they're going to ask you questions.
Love it.
Oh, look, they're already lining up. You guys are good. You guys are on top of this. All right, sweetheart, first question.
What was your favorite S.H.I.E.L.D? What was your favorite agent?
Who's my favorite agent? I mean, Fitz, I think. Has to be. Has to be. You look so cute. I love that hat.
Thank you.
Can you see? It's got little ears coming out of it. No.
Hi there.
Hi.
What's your Hogwarts house and why?
Oh, God, I don't know.
No, no?
No, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm not educated in Hogwarts houses.
If you had to assign her a house, who would you assign?
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff?
Sounds good.
They're
that
very
one.
good finders,
Hufflepuff.
so...
Huh?
They're very good finders, so at least there's that.
Do you know what? I am so good at finding things. Yeah, no, I am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. It was a rubbish answer.
Hi.
Hi again.
If you had a chance to pick any other agent in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who would you pick?
To be Agent May.
Yeah!
I do a really good Agent May impression. If you want to, yeah, okay. But I've already dropped the mic. This is going to make a... There we go. Right. Ignore the legs.
Give it up, that was awesome.
Thanks, guys, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I wanted to know, what would you like to see more from Simmons in season 4?
Oh, do you know what? I'm so scared about what's going to happen in season 4.
Me too.
Because, well, if you're not caught up, then, you know, close your ears. But after what happened in season 3, I don't know where else there is to go in Marvel where things don't stay happy for very long. So I'm nervous. What I would like to see is them just have really chilled out times and nothing bad will happen.
They could get married.
They could get married. Yeah, they could get married. I wouldn't, yeah, Ian would hate that, but I would like that.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Welcome to Supercon.
Thanks.
So one of the best episodes of Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. and one of my favorite episodes was the episode you did, 4,722 hours.
Thank you. You got the number right. I always get that number wrong.
I had to really remember that episode, but I knew I was going to answer a question through this. But the question is, would you like to do another solo episode like that again in the series?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was so much fun. I've never worked so hard in my life. I mean, you know, when you're in an ensemble, I rarely work 5 days a week, guys. I was in every single day. It's like, what is happening? Yeah, I would love to do it again. I'd love to see a different character have a solo episode. I think it's such a cool thing to be able to do and a really brave thing for the producers and writers to explore. And it seemed to be well received, so I hope that it'll happen again. I mean, I've never been so nervous for anything to come out in my whole life. but I'm happy it went well.
Yeah. Well, very quickly, I was going to say the other difference. What I liked about that episode is that the title card was different. Instead of it being the usual S.H.I.E.L.D. logo showing up in the name, it was just like you in the planet, and then it's the name over it. So it was like completely. It made the episode even more. It made it different for the show.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
what I really liked.
Thank
I really loved
you.
about the episode.
Yeah, it was very brave of everyone to attempt that, because I mean we did so many things in that episode that we've never done before. We shot in daylight and had to change it to night and make it all weird and blue, and they'd never done that before, and just a lot of the special effects, and you know, they didn't know if I could learn that many lines in one go. The whole thing. There was a lot of new things.
But it was a very great episode, and I liked your performance in that one.
Thank you.
So, thank you, and have a good time at Supercon.
Thank you.
Hi. Out of all of the scripts you've seen and episodes you've done, what has surprised you the most? Like, what made you gasp when you read the script?
Well, Bakshi was played by Simon Kassianides. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, the episode where Simmons kills him when she was trying to kill Ward. That, to me, and which is kind of strange because there's been so many gaspable moments in reading the scripts, but that one stands out to me because I'm really good friends with Simon. And the day he found out that he was going to die was obviously a really sad day. But he found out before he found out who it was going to be. So he came up to me and was like, "Oh, babes, I'm going to die." And I was like, "Oh, that's terrible, terrible." And I just had no idea what to do because I knew that it was me that was going to do it, but he hadn't been told yet. And oh, gosh, it was a real test of friendship. Oops, yeah, sorry. So probably that, but just for like... And also he's such a brilliant actor and was such a loved member of the cast, so it was obviously sad for that, but it's never usually Simmons' fault. And this was her fault, so I kind of felt the responsibility of that a bit.
Thank you. You're my favorite character, by the way.
Woo! Are you saying that because there's only me here? I'll take it.
Hi, thank you for coming. I was wondering if you had any, like a favorite behind-the-scenes moment with the cast, because you all look like you have so much fun together.
Oh, we do have so much fun. God, favorite moment.
Or a good moment.
Or a good moment.
Or a memorable moment.
I mean, there's all good moments. Chloe's trailer is always a really good place to hang out because it's filled with like every fluffy thing you could possibly imagine. She's got like 4 rugs in there, a million throws, all the cushions. So when you go in, it's like going into this like secret boudoir of, you know, a really fluffy person. Whereas mine is like very sterile, very clean. Because I just feel like I could get fired at any moment. So I don't want that moment of like, all right, welcome to the car with all my stuff. You know, I can just, well, whatever. This is clearly an insecurity of mine. So a lot of things go down in Chloe's trailer. Good, I know. I'm just going to leave it there.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Let's ask you a question. If you could have any superpower that you could have, what would it be?
Great question. I've thought a lot about this. The one that you move really, really fast. I'm sure it's got a better name. But I would just like to travel wherever I want, but not, you know, have to be on a plane for 11 hours.
Okay.
So that.
All right.
To travel really, really fast.
Okay, I know you don't know me, but just looking at me, do you think maybe just that much of an inch I could be an Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. maybe? My
Be in it?
superpower is I can see through clothes. I can tell you what you're wearing. I'm just joking.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Thank you.
You seem kind of creepy enough to be on our show.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, have a good time at the con. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello again.
If you could keep any item on set, what would it be?
Coulson's hand. Yeah, good one. I don't know. I mean, we have pretty sick cars. So I think that would be the best. I mean, monetary-wise as well. You know, you never know when your next job's coming. So if they gave me the car, that would be great. I mean, in the lab, we have a lot of terrifying equipment. that could be good as self-defense or something. We have a lot of Apple equipment, computers and things, so, you know, those probably.
Thank you.
Whatever's worth the most.
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing?
Good. You look amazing.
Thank you. I feel amazing.
Yeah, good, good.
I have a question. This has always bugged me ever since like the first Iron Man came out, and like it's a recurring thing in like every Marvel media ever.
I'm scared.
What's it like recording, like filming scenes where you have to like move these holograms and stuff and like spout this techno babble? Like, how is that? Is that weird at all?
You know, we've stopped doing the hologram table, and I think there's a reason. It took us so long to film all of those scenes. Ian and I got it down to a fine art, and the two of us would speak, honestly, we'd speak for hours about exactly what we were doing and exactly the size and where it was going to move to and all of this stuff. And we had, I mean, it was like a science for us, and we felt by the end of it like we were flipping good at doing this thing. And we took it so seriously, which is ridiculous, because before we'd be like, yeah, so you're going to do that, brilliant. And we were doing it thinking like we look amazing, and the crew would just obviously think we're ridiculous because we were. And then we'd come to see it, you know, to see this like amazing masterpiece that we had created in our minds and worked with amazing synchronicity, and it looked nothing like what we had imagined. So it's one of those where, I mean, it obviously looked so much better than was in our heads, but it's a weird thing to do, and you do feel like an idiot. And I'm not too disappointed we're not doing it anymore.
I don't blame you. All right, thank you. Stay groovy.
Stay groovy, yeah.
Is there going to be anyone from the Marvel movies on your show next year?
Good question.
I have no comment. I mean, I've heard the rumors like you've heard the rumors, but I know nothing. I haven't seen anything of the next season. So I'm sorry. I can honestly say I don't know, but I've heard the same rumors that you might have heard.
Good question, sweetheart.
Yeah, great question. An awesome cosplay, too.
Trigon and Raven.
Both of you, yeah.
Can you, well, you sort of just answered it by not answering it. I was wondering if you could give us any clues about who the new director might be going for next season.
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping it's me.
That would be great.
Yeah. I'd love to do that job. I mean, he just sat at his desk most of the time.
True?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. Come on, kiddo.
We need to move this microphone down.
How do you feel playing in Marvels?
I feel brilliant. It's the best job ever. Oh my gosh, so cute. Thank you for your question.
Hello, Elizabeth. Love the
Hi.
show.
Thank you.
I have just one question for you. So, for 3 amazing seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we saw not one computer crash, blue screen, or freeze. So, I was wondering, what operating system is S.H.I.E.L.D. running, and where can I download it?
I mean, you got to speak to Fitz. That's kind of his thing. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Hello, you are
Hello.
my favorite character. I'm like totally geeking out right now.
Oh,
But anyways,
thank you.
what is any pranks? Have you pulled any pranks behind the scenes within, like the crew?
You know, it started as a prank war with Chloe and I against Ian and Brett, and that's my phone. My phone just went off, sorry. I dropped my phone. It's on airplane mode now. I dropped it, and it doesn't do silent anymore, so that's why it went off. Right, so it started off as the two of us against the two of them, but then I just get so scared pulling pranks on people because then, like, I just can't, I jump at everything, so I just can't, it just got too stressful for me to be at work. So then it turned into more of a Chloe and Ian thing, and then different departments got involved, but Ian pulled a prank on me that I had to do It was in season 1. I had to hit him with, it was episode 6, and I had to hit him with the fire extinguisher to knock him out so that I could jump off the plane and kill myself. And I was really worried about hitting him with it because I didn't want him to get hurt because, I mean, come on, Ian, he's like a little peach. So I kept going, are you sure this isn't hurting? Da, da, da. I mean, it was a foam fire extinguisher, so, you know, it was safe. But so the next day, I get to work and, you know, I hug him good morning and he was like, oh, I was like, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. And then for the rest of the day, him and Brett had this thing where they'd go off in the corner and he'd be like, you okay, babes, you okay? And he'd be like, oh, I'm fine. And I would say, what's happening? Da, da, da. Anyway, he was just like rubbing his shoulder a bit. And I said, you okay? Did that hurt from yesterday? And he was like, oh, no, it's fine. And he just kind of scratched, he like pulled his T-shirt aside as if to scratch or something. And I saw the start of this massive bruise. So I go into panic meltdown. Oh my gosh, what's happened? Da, da, da. And he was like, oh my gosh, it's nothing. It's just a tiny little thing. And I said, let me have a look. Lifted up the back of his T-shirt, and this bruise was, I mean, it was on the whole of his back. Horrendous, like purple, gross bruise. And the makeup people had put it on.
Right.
And it was their idea of a prank on me. And I mean, I'm not being funny, but everybody was in on it. And they let that run for like days.
Wow.
Yeah, so I get bullied, guys. That's the moral of this story.
All right, well, keep doing great. You're my favorite.
Thank you.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
My name is Brittany. I want to preface by, as somebody who has just graduated with a degree in environmental science, it's so cool to see somebody who's so bubbly and fun rocking the science, because we see people like May or Black Widow, and they kick butt, but you save the day by being smart, and I think that's just as important for females to learn. So,
cool. Thank you.
So I actually saw Ming in Orlando, and she said that sometimes, because she's really bubbly kind of too, and she has this fun personality, that sometimes on set, the directors are like, don't do that, be less Ming. Do you have any like fun little quirks that the directors are like, no, we need more Simmons and less Elizabeth?
I mean, most of the time, it's more of a, what did you just say? What was that? Because when Ian and I get together, we're used to each other's accents, so we just start speaking so quickly that, I mean, most of the notes, all of our notes in the first half of season 1 was, you need to slow that down because we cannot understand anything that you're saying. So I guess that's more, be less British.
Well, thank you. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you. And Ming is completely different to May. I mean, you can't even, her outtakes are the best ever. I mean, that woman is amazing. And yeah, they do often say, because, yeah.
Hi, Elizabeth. First of all, I'm hoping you're enjoying Florida despite the hell weather outside.
I love the weather. I mean, it could be that I've only been here for 1 second, but this morning it was thundering. And then now it's really bright and sunny. I mean, I'm used to this change in weather from England, so.
Well,
I mean,
it's nicer. It's not so hot back in October and November, so I recommend if you ever.
Okay, I'll come back. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My question is, obviously in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. things like drama, like for the past season and stuff. So if you could make an episode with the cast where it's like silly and fun and not, end of the world drama, what kind of mission would you like the team to go into?
Oh, I'd like to take them home. Yeah, I'd like to take them around to my mum and dad's, have cups of tea and things, and walk around the countryside. That, or like, we all have to go undercover at a rave or something, and everybody has to get neon paint, glow-in-the-dark everything, and I just would love to see Coulson like in some, really ravey.
That actually would be great to see.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Let's pitch that to Clark. He's going to love that.
Thank you so much and enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. My question is, who are you the closest to all the cast members?
Oh, that's like picking your favorite flavor of jelly bean. Like, how'd you do it? I mean, it sounds so sick to say, but we are just all really good friends. And I mean, Chloe and I are very close, and we're at kind of similar stages in terms of like age and gender. But I'm really close with everyone. Ming, everyone. And I feel like we have all shared something so special and been on this crazy journey together. And a lot of us being close is down to Clark Gregg, because he sat us down at the start and just said, we're a team now and we need to look after each other. And what can never be touched is our bond with each other. So it doesn't matter what critics say. It doesn't matter, what mean people say is that we have to support each other. And if, anybody has any problems, we just have to speak to each other and da-da-da. So, yeah, honestly, I feel like I get on well with everyone, which could be, it's always the danger, isn't it, when you're like, no, we all get on, that you're the one that nobody likes. So I hope that's not the case, but yeah, I'm close with everyone.
What's your favorite flavor of jelly bean then?
Well, I mean, I can't answer that. No.
Thank you.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. You're handling that microphone like a professional.
If you read comic books, what will be your favorite one?
Ooh. I mean, huh? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, gosh, I should probably say that one. I mean, Jeff Loeb is one of our executive producers, and he writes the most amazing comic books. So, I mean, anything that he writes. I want to see a Black Widow comic book, and I want to see a Black Widow movie.
Thank you.
So that's the one I want to do.
Hello.
Hello.
So, two parts. First part is, how are you casted for this role?
I just auditioned like everyone else. I had the first audition with the casting assistant, and I felt like it went fine. I went in dressed like a 1970s nun. For some reason, I don't know why, I had this grey skirt on, like just a very unfashionable length, and this blouse that came up to here. I mean, I don't really know what I was. Just really went for, I don't know what I was going for. It was like Edwardian geek, I suppose. And then a couple weeks later, didn't hear anything, so just thought, fine, let it go. And then I had a meeting with the producers, and Joss and Jed and Marissa, and it was the worst audition of my life. An audition's never gone worse than that. And they didn't say anything, and I finished, and there was just complete silence, and I just got up and started to walk out, and then they said, just wait, and whatever. I mean, I did that whole thing. When you have a really bad, like whether it's a bad date or like a bad interview or something, you're driving home and you'll just randomly scream out of just complete despair and embarrassment. I had that all the way home. And a large glass of wine when I got home. And then I didn't hear anything. I thought my career was over. And then I got the call for the producer session, and then you do a test thing where you have to be filmed, and you go to like the ABC building, and it's all very official, and that's when they paired up 3 Simmons with 3 Fitz. So that was really fun, because then you just get to play with other characters and actors, and it was really fun, and it was nice to do with Ian, and they could see how we would react together and everything. So that was like an acting masterclass from Joss Whedon. I mean, it was amazing. And we got to improvise, and you just felt like you could. I left feeling like, right, well, I've done everything. I feel like my career's back on track because I had a good day. And then got the call kind of 2 days after that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And the second part is, were you a fan of the Marvel Universe before you were casted in the role?
Yeah, I loved the movies. I was at the midnight showing of the movies, and I mean, the way Brits go to the cinema is slightly different from you in that we're very quiet and reserved most of the times, and there's not a lot of whooping and clapping, which I love. If you do that at the cinema, I love it. That's my favorite thing to do, is go to the movies in LA, because there's just so much whooping and, interaction. But when it was the midnight showing of the Marvel movies in England, you get that. Everybody was just so excited, and people would be clapping halfway through, and it never happens in any other movie that I've been to in England. So, that was my kind of, that's what I knew about the world of Marvel. And then obviously, since being a part of it, I've learned much more in the history and everything. And yeah, it's just such an awesome like universe and family to be a part of.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
One question. If there's a role outside of S.H.I.E.L.D. that you're like dying to play, what would it be?
I don't know really. Any script that has good kind of messages and morals, I think it's really important to try and portray characters that you think that people could learn from, or that you could learn from, or that like send some sort of positive message. I mean, watch me go and play like some cokehead hooker next, but you know that could happen, and you know
I'm for that.
they can be learned from too. Yeah. So I don't know really. I mean, number one, I just like to work. You know, you never know. But I feel very proud that I've got to play a really strong female character. So I hope that continues.
I wish you all the best in your career.
Thank you.
How you doing, Miss Henstridge?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You probably get this asked a lot, but for that episode 4,700 million trillion hours, whatever, did you get any prep time extra for that script since it was just you, or was it the regular, like every other episode?
No extra time. I did ask for it a bit before, but it was mainly out of curiosity, and I used that, but I just need more time to prepare. I used that card. So I did get it a couple of days before we would have usually got it, so I probably got it, you know, like, I don't know, 5 days before we started filming or something. So yeah, but I mean, the whole thing was just the best experience to do, and I mean, people say quite a lot to me, like, you know, oh, that must have been really hard and out in the heat and da-da-da, but the crew, they just went above and beyond. I mean, I was there in, you know, like jeans and boots, and people like carrying 40-pound cameras and no shade, and, you know, just really slogging it out. And the crew for that episode we couldn't have done it with any other crew. They were amazing.
Awesome. Stay awesome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I have kind of a silly question. If you had to cuddle, marry, or kill between Agent May, Agent Fitz, and Agent Coulson, who would you?
Kill, though.
That's the game.
Right, so what were they again? Agent Fitz, Agent May, and Agent Coulson?
Or Coulson, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if I had to kill, it'd probably be Agent May, because I don't think I would be able to do... Well, no, actually, it should be Coulson, because he can't die. And then, what was it? Cuddle and marry?
Cuddle and marry, yeah.
Well, I mean, I should probably marry Fitz, but I think I'd have more fun with May.
Okay. That's the right answer.
So then I'd cuddle Fitz, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey.
So you're aware of the movies coming out in the Marvel Universe, right?
Yeah.
Out of the movies that are on the slate right now, which one would you want to be in, if you had the chance?
I mean, I think they've already wrapped on it, so I don't know what the chances are, but I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Chris Pratt is amazing, and I mean, that would be a really fun one.
I'd love to see Simmons and Fitz in Galaxy.
Yeah, right? I feel like we'd be friends. We'd all get on. Like, they're kind of misfits, and Fitzsimmons can come in as Miss and Fitz.
Thank you.
Thanks.